I have 7 things you need to know about the new Fulton Roark Extrait de Parfum fragrances, with one thing at the end that is a real hot take and a fair warning for these fragrances. So here I have Sterling and Cloudland. I'm gonna just go back and forth and kind of juggle these fragrances like a clown as I describe them. So the first thing you need to know is these are both niche quality. So right when you spray these on, you can really tell that they use authentic fragrance oils in here, which is very nice. But does that necessarily mean that these are good? Well, let's get to the end. So the second thing you need to know is the smell. So we'll start with Sterling first. So this opens with a very authentic tobacco note. It is not floral or anything. It is very raw and masculine. But then about 5 minutes in comes this leather, and it is super greasy and animalic. And it was honestly a chore to wear it at this point because I just wanted to scrub it off my skin. But I gave it about an hour and let it kind of develop through, and then I got into the dry down, and there is a tinge of vanilla, and that tobacco comes through and the leather fades away, and the scent is so much better. It was actually really nice to wear at this point and really masculine. So now let's jump to Cloudland. So this smells like you broke a Tide Pod on your hand. This is extremely soapy and just smells like clean sheets. There is kind of like a candied yellow floral in here from the Yang Lang. But other than that, it is just clean sheets, and it is really intense, and I even like clean fragrances like this. Now the third thing you need to know, these are both hard to wear. So Cloudland is a little bit easier to wear because it's just a clean fragrance, but still that kind of like laundry detergent smell is so intense. And then as for Sterling, you really have to like animalic leather to really get along with Sterling. Otherwise, it's just gonna be super off-putting. Now, the fourth thing you need to know is the cost. So one 50 milliliter bottle like this is gonna cost $205. Now, before I get into the final hot take, I still have a few more key points. So the fifth thing you need to know, Fulton Roark started as a solid cologne brand, and I did review some of their best solid colognes in July, so you can check out that video. And I do like their solid colognes. I do find them useful for fragrances, maybe say you want to extend the longevity of your liquid fragrance. Now this brings me to key point 6. So these both have poor performance. So we'll start with Sterling on this one. So I've been wearing these fragrances for about a week, and I've worn them outside, only inside, inside, outside. And pretty much every time I have worn Sterling, I have only gotten about 5 hours on the skin. In the first hour, there is decent projection. I mean, maybe 2 to 3 feet, but after this period, it is very intimate. So when you get into that nice tobacco dry down, you can't even really get to experience it because it's not projecting enough to even really come through. Now let's move into Cloudland. So this has a slightly better performance. I get about 6 hours, and even when I was wearing it outside all day, it still lasted all day. And I honestly thought this would be more of a summer fragrance because it is kind of light, but that is just not the case here. So 6 hours, and the projection is always consistent. It just maintains this 2-foot scent bubble. So it makes it really good for maybe you're like cuddling on the couch, or you just want something to spray on and go, or like an office wear. It is really nice for that if you don't mind the intense laundry detergent smell. Now the seventh thing you need to know in my hot take, do I think these fragrances are worth it? Well, they are authentic and niche quality, and they really have that uniqueness going for them, so I will give them that, but I don't think that they are worth the Tom Ford prices. Now, Fulton Roark does have a fragrance sample scent, and I would try that if I haven't ever tried that before, but definitely do not blind buy a full bottle like this because I'm not sure you will get what you pay out of the fragrance. Now, if you want to check out their solid colognes, which I do actually really like, you can check out this video.